Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to May I Scraplift You. I am scraplifting Lisa New Zeal underscore scrapbook, and I apologize if I pronounced the name incorrectly, but that was the best I could do, so hopefully I got it right. But you can see it there on the screen, so if you want to go check her out on Instagram, she's got a lot of great stuff on her page. And I really liked this photo that she has. It looks like a wedding photo, and she's got this circular background cut file, um, and then she's also got some doilies back there. And I don't work with doilies super often, but I thought since I was scraplifting her, I would go ahead and pull in a doily. And I had this cut file from one of my past Creative Cuts Kit Club packages, and so I'm going to use that to kind of mimic what she's got going on. And I'm sure there are different cut files, but there are a lot of cut files out there that have those like circular elements, sketchy circular elements. And I just really liked how this one had the leaves on it, because I am documenting these flowers in my mom's front yard. The photo was taken on Easter, and the flowers are kind of special because my daughter and my son-in-law redid her whole garden for her several years ago for Christmas. She just really loves it, but she can't really get down there and do the gardening like she used to. And so they planted all these bulbs, and they just come back every year in the spring, and they have different ones that come up at different times during the spring, so that she has flowers out there for quite some time. And anyway, I thought the photo was beautiful. I'm not doing anything really spectacular or different with the cut file. I am just gluing it on, creating my background out of it. I am using this paper from Paige Evans. It's one of her other, not her current collection. I think it's like from maybe 2 collections ago. But I really love this green, so I bought this paper, probably 6 or 7 sheets of it. And the back side has like green leaf elements on it, and I really like it. So I thought it was perfect to highlight this garden. And then I'm just going to use this sketchy heart washi tape, and then I have a couple of pieces of epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studios, and one of them has a little quote about gardens, and then the other one is just a heart. And so I really like those, and I thought that I would bring those in. And I'm kind of going with a diagonal but reverse of what I normally do, and it's actually reverse of what the inspiration piece is as well, but that's okay. You know, your scraplift doesn't have to be exact. And then I have some other bits and pieces of foliage and leafy cut files here, also from a different Creative Cuts kit, and so I thought I would pull those in. And I'm kind of just playing with the placement of them and how I like them layered up. And then there's like these leaves that are, I don't even know what they're made out of. They're almost like a filigree or something like that, but they add texture, but they don't add any color. They're kind of a cream color, but you can't even really see it on top of the doily in the video. But in person, you can totally see it. And you can see it there over the green when the doily's not under it. But it definitely gives texture and adds to the layout in person. So I apologize that you can't really see it on the screen. Now I did pull out some green glimmer mist in a couple of different shades of green, and I am just kind of giving a little bit of greenery to these sprigs. And the reason I did that is because I had so much white on white over in that side that I decided to pull in a little bit of the green to just kind of add a little pop of color. And it's not going to be super bright. It's going to be a little bit muted. I'm going to add a little bit of a darker green as well, just to kind of give it a little variation in the coloring. I don't want it to be a solid color. I want it to kind of have like some different tonal qualities throughout, and then it also adds some sparkle, so I thought that looks really good. I put it in my tweezers there to run the heat gun over it, in case you were wondering what just happened there. I didn't make you sit through watching it get heated to dry. So then I'm just adding another layer of a third green color just to kind of add a little more depth. and a little more interest to it. And again, I'm going to go ahead and heat it up, but I don't make you sit through that. I do that off screen because the heat gun is kind of off to the side of me. I could pull it up on screen, but it's not really great for, like, there's nothing exciting for that, for viewing that. It's not like watching embossing powder crystallize and turn, you know, that glossy, pretty color. So, so I am like layering up this white piece, and then I am going to layer up the filigree type piece. I'm calling it filigree. I'm not even sure if that's the right word. So hopefully you understand what I'm talking about by looking at it. And then I am just going to layer the green one on top to bring in a little bit more of that green. And I really like how that looks. And I'm using the epoxy flare down at the bottom to kind of have those pieces coming out from it. And I'm using a little bit of foam tape to pop that up. With the epoxy flare, you don't want to use liquid glue. You want to use foam tape or glue dots. I'm not sure what the reason is behind that. Maybe the moisture might damage the printed portion that's on the back of it or something. I'm not really 100% sure, but that is what the package says, and I'm letting you know because the first time I did it, I used liquid glue. I didn't really have any negative effects, but I'm sure you probably could if you put too much on there. And so I'm using the craft foam versus the glue dots because I needed a little bit of a lift to tuck those pieces under. And yes, you saw me use some liquid glue there, but the liquid glue is on the foam, not on the actual epoxy flare. My title is Grandma's Garden, and yes, I had to mix my font with uppers and lowers because I didn't have enough of everything. And I just wanted to let you know there's a whole bunch of people that are playing along with May I Scraplift You this month. The links are down in my description box below, so go and check out everyone playing along. This is a series that Crystal over at Pineapple Papers started, and I've had so much fun so far playing along. I'm going to try and finish out the month strong. We'll see how I do. So come back here tomorrow and go check out Crystal's channel and all the other links down below and leave a little bit of love. And as I finish this up, I am just going to add a little bit of journaling just below the photo here. I did add that black and white polka dot vellum underneath the photo, so I pulled in a little bit of black there. And I thought this was kind of like a really good layout just to have black and white embellishments with the exception of the little bit of green. Because the photo has additional colors in it, I didn't really want to like draw away from the photo. I want that photo to kind of be the star. And so I thought this was just a good way to do that. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down below in my comments, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. It doesn't happen every day, but I do respond to all the messages, and I do read them all, and I really do appreciate it. If you don't mind hitting that like button down below, I'd really appreciate that as well. And if you're not already subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing, and thanks for choosing my channel today. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.